Yeah, simply ball dropping. What's up, family? K-Sap, we up. Ain't no stopping. I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve, making you haters believe I'm the MVP. Ask Mr. V and R&B, they do all sports, whether it's on the field or the court, from the arena to the ring. What? You wanna swing? I rope a dope like the one on this boxing thing. That's a punchline. I'm the greatest of all time. Got something on your mind? Hit us up on the line. For that round table talk, ask B Hunt and Sheena and K-Sap too. For their views on our dudes, Marriage Chronicles for you lovers. Oh, I'm married to the game. The championships, the only time I wanna ring. K-Sap, the man behind the mic, check 1, 2. It ain't a rap until I say it's a rap. Just fall through, pull up, the hottest pod smoking. Yeah, I got you open. This freestyle brought to you by James Ford. Paid promotion, yeah. Simply ball dropping. You know what time it is. Pull up, chop it up with your family, man. K-Sap, what up?
And now, your host of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, the man behind the mic, K-Sap.
Now what we talking about? What's up, K-Sap? Yeah. Let me talk to him. Let's get it.
I'm simply ball dropping, simply ball dropping. Okay. Chopping up these topics, man. I'm simply ball dropping. Driving coast to coast, making moves, ain't stopping. Driving coast to coast, making moves, ain't stopping. Nah.
Hey, let me put you on game. These other podcasts out here talking that shit, but ain't repping the same. This my bro K-Sap, chopping up topics for your optics. From politics to your top picks. Tune in, you gotta watch it. Material for your radio, stereo, pump it high definition. Stop what you doing and listen. We smashing all competition. You better jump on this wave. Somebody pass me a mic, man. I got something to say.
Simply ball dropping. Okay. Chopping up these topics, man. I'm simply ball dropping. Driving coast to coast, making moves, ain't stopping. Driving coast to coast, making moves, ain't stopping. Ball dropping, simply ball dropping. Chopping up these topics, man. I'm simply ball dropping.
Yes, man. You know who it is, man. It's your favorite host, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, man. Coming to you with this late night edition, man, of the NFL Sunday, recap. Everybody been, asking, am I going to talk football? Am I going to, give my opinion on these football games, man? But it seems like, don't nobody want to come in and watch, you know what I'm saying? So, man, we ain't going to be here long. We just testing the waters. I don't know where everybody's at. Everybody must be asleep. So, we ain't going to be here long. We just testing it to see if everybody been asking me every time I go live, man, am I going to bring the NFL content? But it seems like, man, don't nobody want to pay attention to the NFL content. I don't know if, YouTube is pushing the videos out. We got 5 people in here watching, right? Any other time we be live, man, we be having 100 to 200, 300 people watching, man. But I guess it's, one of those nights, man, that don't nobody want to talk, the NFL. But it's all good. I'm here, just giving y'all a rundown on what I thought happened in today's NFL. I don't know about them Kansas City Chiefs, man, but it seemed like they got that magic stick, man. Anything and everything goes right for Kansas City, man. Lloyd Smith, what's up? Hey, bro, check Saturday Night Nightcap. Shannon addresses Jason Whitlock without saying his name. Yeah, I'll be all over it. I'll be all over it, Lloyd, man. I appreciate you coming in, man. But I'll be all over it, man. That's things that I'll be talking about, too. But, yeah, I'll be talking about that stuff, too. You see I got my Vikings gear on. My Vikings got away with a ugly, nasty win down there in Jacksonville. I mean, we pulled it off. Defense came up big. Offense struggled. But we still got it done. But, I'm looking at that Carolina and Giants game, man. That's the Giants and Brian Dable, man. I think it's time for the Giants to let Brian Dable go. I don't know if the team is responding to him. I don't know if he's the voice they need in the locker room. But to lose to Carolina is downright atrocious, man. To lose to Carolina is downright atrocious. Yeah, your Saints won today, man. Without Chris Olave, man, and you got Marquez Valdez-Scantling that stepped up to the plate for Derek Carr, man. So that helped out. Yeah, Lloyd, man, that's horrible that the Giants lose to Carolina, man. And like I said, I still think the Kansas City Chiefs, man, they got the magic stick. Anything and everything goes right for the Kansas City Chiefs. Denver had them on the brink of their first loss, and their special team stepped up and blocked the field goal, man. But let's talk about the Carolina and Giants game, man. Danny Dimes, man. It's terrible, man. Danny Dimes, man, for what Danny Dimes is getting paid and the way he's going out there and performing, only had 190 yards passing. He had 2 interceptions against a Carolina team that is dismal, that are searching for answers. And they take a L to the Carolina Panthers, now making the New York Giants the worst team in the NFL. The day's game was a shit bowl, and Carolina comes out victorious. Carolina comes out victorious. Yeah, but I see that, ain't nobody in the building. We got 6 people watching. It's terrible. See, it's kind of funny how your subscribers are, man, and your supporters are. They only come in for certain content, man. But when we talk content about every sport, I guess they don't want to come in and get educated, man. But hey, we here giving y'all the late night edition. New York, man, the Giants, man, and Brian Dable needs to get fired. But, we had a great Thursday night game between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And the Ravens, that Jamar Chase, the numbers he put up, the 11 receptions for 264 yards and had 3 TDs, but didn't still come out with the win because you still got Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry over there. Lamar Jackson is, flat out special. Rashard Bateman, huge catches, perform well. And then you got Derrick Henry that can wear you down toward the end of the game and put the pressure on the defensive line and move bodies. And they got out with a win, 35-34. Also, another team that's been disappointing. Caleb Williams for the Chicago Bears. Like I told people, he's not the quarterback that everybody thinks that they think he is. The Patriots and Drake May, they got a win. And, it's kind of crazy that, Lloyd, man, the refs are on the Chiefs side, but the Chiefs go out there and make it happen, man. Like I said, they got the magic stick right now. But, that Bills and Colts game, that was a good game. But that Broncos and Chiefs game, man. And Patrick Mahomes really ain't playing lights out football. I mean, as a complete team, the way Kansas City is playing, it's just remarkable at what they're doing and how they just – and I think Hopkins was a major pickup for Kansas City. And that's only going to help them in the long run. But I just thought, man, in that particular game, I just thought the Broncos had that victory. I thought the field goal was set up as time expired. They got it blocked. And the Chiefs, they moved to 9-0 and 5-0 at home. And also the Falcons and Saints game, I didn't expect the Saints to win that game, but they are playing in New Orleans. That is a divisional game. And, Kirk Cousins, the interception hurt, but he did have 308 yards passing. But Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 3 receptions for 109 yards and 2 TDs, man. He was damn near impressive. That's what they was missing. Sassy Cassie, you said you love the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs, man, they got they got that black magic stick now. If you had Angel in your thumbnail, you would have had 300 watching right now. It's okay, TDR. It's okay. I certainly understand people's angles, man, but I got, people that you really support me. They'll come in and check out all the content. So I'm not even worried about that. But, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, man, they did the thing. They're going to be dangerous when all the players come back from injuries. That's what I'm saying, man. You got to catch the Chiefs now. You got to catch them now, man, while they injured. But as soon as they get a healthy roster, man, they potentially, man, can. But next week's game, the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs, man, that's going to be a great one. Now, Josh Allen got Patrick Mahomes' number in the regular season, but he just can't get him. He can't get over the hump in the playoffs, man. He can't get over the hump in the playoffs. And, my Vikings today, offense was sputtered. Sam Darnold, 3 picks. But to win a game and you have 3 picks on the road and your defense stepped up the way they did. So, man, I'm not gonna talk too much about my Vikings, man. We just take it week by week, man. And that's why a lot of media and, the critics and people say that they, don't believe that Minnesota are contenders is because of what Sam Darnold has done in the past. What's up, ADP Art Creation? Yeah, that was a good game. The Commanders and Steelers, that was a good game, man. And I think that last play to Zach Ertz, man. Me personally, man, I thought it was a first down. I thought it was a first down. But hey, it is what it is, man. The Commanders are still a force to be reckoned with. Like I said about my Minnesota Vikings, our defense won that game for us, man. The offense was frustrated. And that's the thing I don't like about Kevin O'Connell is our defense played lights out. And you had opportunities to put Jacksonville away. And we took our foot off the gas being conservative. We trying to play for field goals instead of going scoring. Even though Sam Darnold had a bad game, that tells me a lot about Kevin O'Connell. I don't think Kevin O'Connell trusts Sam Darnold with the ball in his hand. I don't think Kevin O'Connell trusts Sam Darnold with the ball in his hand late in games, man, trying to put teams away. That's why they play conservative and always want to hand the ball off. Yeah, I'm saying ADP Art Creation. I thought it was a first down, man. Yeah, Sassy Cassie. I'm happy for Russ too, man. Let Russ cook, man. Let Russ cook. That was a hell of a throw to Mike Williams for the go-ahead score. But I thought that the Commanders and Daniels, they had a chance, and I still think that was a first down. What's up, Bible Boy? Ain't nobody in here tonight, Bible Boy. They don't want to talk football, man. Like somebody said, if I'd have put that Angel Reese caption in there, they'd have been over here. But I appreciate you coming in. Nah, ADP Art Creation, man. I'm a diehard Minnesota Vikings fan, man. But I just take it week by week. I don't think we not. It's something missing, man. It's something missing, man. Because we struggled against Jacksonville. The offense couldn't get off the snide. We struggled. We struggled against a team that didn't have, Trevor Lawrence, man, and they brought in Matt Jones. I know Matt Jones is from the Florida area, but I just like what Brian Flores did with the defense, and the defense came in. Yeah, Tomlin is coaching his ass off, man. I'd be nice. Tomlin is coaching his ass off, man, because that was a good game. You go into Commander Stadium. You go into I still call them the Washington Redskins, man. You go down there in the RFK Stadium, that's what I still call it, and you pull out a win like that against the hot Commanders, a team that Dan Quinn got these cats believing and buying in. It is crazy. It's crazy how, there's something about Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin he just knows how to win, man. With anything he's forced with, he knows how to win. And you saw after the game, he gave the kiss to the camera, man. Sassy Cass, you said you think, Tomlin is no nonsense, man. He puts his foot down. But I just think that the Commanders, I still call them the Redskins, they are forced to be reckoned with, man. So we can't discredit, the the Commanders because they took a loss today. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles, man, the Eagles are winning, but I don't think the Eagles are as dominant as they once was. Yeah, they beat the brakes off the Cowboys. I'm happy for the Eagles. The Cowboys as a whole, I can't just pinpoint it and say it's all Dak's fault. I can't say it's the coach's fault. They just bad as a whole. They just bad as a team. The Cowboys are just bad as a team, man. Saquon Barkley is a beast, man, and I think that was the biggest pickup for Philadelphia because you see what the Giants are going through. The Giants couldn't even beat the Carolina Panthers. Now the Giants are the worst team in the NFL. I think now it's time for the ownership to look at Brian Daboll. I think Daboll needs to be on the hot seat. I think it's the owner's fault. Sassy Cassie, you talking about the Jerry Jones? Yeah, I think, it is Jerry Jones. I don't want to come out and say it. But it is Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones and the Cowboys are trash. Yeah, they are trash, man. And they proven, and Stephen A gets a kick out of this, man. And Stephen A know how to troll the Cowboy fans, man. But I think in this sense, man, the Cowboys are just bad as a team, man. They just bad as a team. And then tonight, I don't know, Houston, something about C.J. Stroud, man. I'm still not sold on C.J. Stroud, man. C.J. Stroud had a great rookie year. I just don't. He's hit a sophomore slump, man. You had Jared Goff. They building Jared Goff up. They giving Jared Goff too much credit. This cat threw 5 picks tonight, and they still pulled off a win in Houston. And I don't want to hear all the excuses that, they didn't have Stephon Diggs. They didn't have Nico Collins. I don't want to hear all that, man. The Houston Texans had ample opportunities to win that game, and they just couldn't do it. Yeah, Sassy Cassie, I think you're right. Nah, Jared Goff is not no MVP. No, Lloyd Smith. No, Jared is not no MVP. No, I can't give you that. Yeah, Dan Campbell is a good coach for the Lions, but I can't give you that. I can't give you that, man. But I will say that the Lions did, and Aaron Glenn got that defense playing. But the thing about it is, I'm just not sold in C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud gave that game up, man. Yeah, the Lions have to get it done in the playoffs, man. They had their Cinderella story last year, man. That's the one thing about the Lions, man. The Lions, if you get to the play, you got to get it done in the playoffs. That's where it's made at. Because if you don't get it done in the playoffs, that's why, as a Jaden Daniels, he should be in that MVP discussion. But right now, my front runner for MVP is Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson, man, and that's the thing about the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson got to get it done in the goddamn playoffs, man. You think the Lions can beat the Chiefs? Yeah, he do got to stay humble, be nice, but I just don't think that, he's the guy that everybody thinks he is, man. Because, man, tonight you laid an egg, man. Them 2 picks cost you, man, especially the one in the end zone, man. And then you get a chance to drive the ball down, and you at midfield, and you get a chance to drive the ball down for the game-winning score, and you can't come up with a 3rd and 4 conversion, and then you expect your kicker to kick a 58-yard field goal? Come on, man. I put that on C.J. Stroud, man. The ball was in your hand. You had to go make a play, but you threw an incomplete pass on 3rd and 4. Yeah, Lamar. I think Lamar is a front runner for the MVP. And as well as Kansas City's playing, I don't think Patrick Mahomes is having a lights out season through 9 games. Derrick Henry. Yeah, Derrick Henry, man. Yeah, Derrick Henry. Because the thing about Baltimore, man, they can finish you. They can finish you. And that's why, I'm really, John Harbaugh be making some bonehead plays, making some bonehead calls. But when you got somebody like a Derrick Henry that can finish you off, that's what you need, man. And then you sprinkle in him with Lamar Jackson, the way Lamar Jackson can get outside and make you miss and get a first down to end the game. Nah, Josh Allen, man. I'm not sold on Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen got to prove to me that he can win in the playoffs, man. I know CJ's not an elite quarterback. Yeah, Josh Allen, man, he can do all this stuff in the regular season, but that you gotta show me what you can do in the playoffs, man. That's why Lamar Jackson, as good as Lamar Jackson is, you got to show up in the playoffs, man. You got to show up in the playoffs. Yeah, we talked about that, Farrah X. We talked about that Steelers and Commander game. That was a good game, man. That was a good game, but everybody was on, eggshells when, they took Justin Fields out of the starting lineup and they brought Russell Wilson in. And I told my son, let Russ cook. I said, Justin Fields is not an NFL quarterback. Justin Fields he's a wildcat quarterback, man. I don't trust Justin Fields throwing the ball. He can run the ball with the best of them. But Russell Wilson gives you a better threat because he also can run and he can throw that ball. That's right, Ant Dix. Don't sleep on Russ, man. Don't sleep on Russ. Yeah. But I just think, man, it's only certain players in the NFL, these quarterbacks, man, like Aaron Rodgers, man, he just messed that whole New York Jets team up, man. He just messed that whole New York Jets team up, man. Yeah. Yeah, let Russ cook, man. He got Sierra by his side. Let him cook. But see, that's the thing about it is, man, like when y'all talking about these NFL quarterbacks, man, and I be so hard on my son about these quarterbacks, man. Some of these quarterbacks that you want to be these great quarterbacks, man, they're not these NFL prototype quarterbacks. And Justin Fields is not one of them guys. Justin Fields is not one of them guys. And he said it, even though the Steelers was winning, he said it. He had to play better. Aaron Rodgers is not a good leader for the Jets. Aaron Rodgers is not a good leader for the Jets. That's the thing about it. He's not a good leader for the Jets, man. And bringing in Devontae Adams, man, I think that's going to stunt the growth of Garrett Wilson, man. Garrett Wilson is their primetime receiver. And I just think, man, when you got two alphas like that playing on the same team, man, Aaron Rodgers, you got to pick and choose who he's going to go to, man. Yeah. But them Lions, man, tonight, man, Jared Goff throws 5 picks and they still win the game. They still win the game, guys. He throws 5 picks and he still wins the game, man. How do you get out of Houston with 5 picks and you still won the game, man? And you still win the game, man. C.J. Stroud threw for 232 yards. He had 1 touchdown, guys, and 2 picks. The 2 picks was costly. Jared Goff had 5 interceptions, man. Houston's defense was playing. Houston's defense, because of the fact that Houston couldn't move the ball on them turnovers, man. And that cost them. I don't care if Kylie Faban missed a 58-yard field goal, man. C.J. Stroud had a chance, man. He had a chance, man. Man, I don't know where Shador going, man. Shador can go to any franchise and help him out, man. Shador, he got a knack and he got an eye to know how to read defenses, man. And, coming into the NFL, if you got a line that can protect him, man, Shador gonna cook you, man. Daniel Jones is the worst. Yeah, they paid Danny Dimes all that money, man. And I don't know what Danny Dimes is doing, man. They lost to the Carolina Panthers, man. They lost to the Carolina Panthers. They lost to the Carolina Panthers, y'all. Oh, Shador gonna get paid, man. But you know, Colorado, man, they pulled off a great comeback win yesterday. You know, down 13 in Texas Tech. I covered that. I did a show on Deion Sanders, man, in the Colorado Buffaloes victory yesterday. Deion got some of these people on a hush, man. He got your boy Paul Feinbaum crashing out, man. Oh, yeah, most definitely Shador going first round. He might be the top pick. Yeah. Yep. Travis Hunter, he's that dude, man. You know, Travis Hunter had the 9 catches, 99 yards yesterday and 1 touchdown. He got to be the front runner for Heisman after what Miami lost. Cam Ward. Me personally, man, do y'all think yeah, go ahead, be nice. I appreciate your compliment on the video I did, man, when you said, man, that's got to be one of the most, you know, what you say, most brilliantest thing that you've ever seen, man. A fan only blows when it's hot. But yeah, y'all put a 1 in the chat, man. Who do y'all think's a better quarterback between Cam Ward and Shador Sanders, man? I'm interested in what y'all say. Sassy Cassie, I live in Lubbock. I was disappointed and embarrassed with the way the fans reacted. Yeah, man, but there was a situation when Shiloh scooped that up and did the Deion Sanders dance, and the Texas Tech ball boy smacked the ball out of Shiloh's hand, and I don't like what Deion Sanders Jr. did. He didn't have to go up and push. He didn't have to go up and push the ball boy like that, man. I didn't like that, man. I didn't like what Deion Sanders Jr. did, man. I really don't, man. And the name that he called like he was trying to threaten the dude, man. I didn't like that, man. The whole Sanders family got into it with him. You know, Shador had some words for him, and then, you know, Deion Sanders Jr., you know, he said, yeah, it is what it is, man, but I didn't like that, man, you know, because it's already, you know, negative publicity about all the, you know, the star-studded athletes on the sideline, the rappers in the locker room. You know how people gonna talk. Yeah, you know how people gonna talk, man, but you know, people just gotta. I did shit, man. I covered Colorado all last year. You can ask Be Nice. I covered Colorado all last year, man. And I'm the one that came on record and said at the start of the season, we covered the transfer portal during the off season. We covered all the big names that Colorado picked up. And, you know, the thing about it is I told people that this year it's going to be totally different, man. I mean, Deion Sanders revamped that whole coaching staff, brought in the likes of Phil Ledhold, the ex-Minnesota Viking NFL player, brought in Warren Sapp, the Pro Bowler, the Hall of Famer, the NFL Super Bowl champion. And them guys is feeding off of them. Yeah, they don't need to bring it to the streets, man. And that's the thing about it is Be Nice. Like I said, Be Nice been around for the whole time I've been covering this Colorado stuff, man. And it started last year when Deion was a coach, man. I covered him from start to finish, man. Start to finish, man. And I just think now that, you know, Deion is getting his proper just dues, man. There's still a lot of people like Jason Whitlock is still going to try to, you know, undermine some of the things that Deion is doing. And just like your boy Paul Feinbaum, you know, he had to bow down. He had to bow down to what, you know, Deion Sanders said, man. Y'all go look at my video I just dropped earlier today about Paul Feinbaum, the way now he's backpedaling, now trying to give Deion Sanders credit. And that's only after Deion had to destroy him on national television when he was on RG3 and his wife's podcast. Yeah. Sassy Cassie, I don't think it's about needing time, man. It's just people was hating on Deion for no reason. I know he was gonna need time, but what he did in that first year, he built the culture. You know what I'm saying? And it all starts from when, he took over the job, when he said that he's bringing Louis. A lot of people didn't like that. So if the guys wasn't comfortable being there, they jumped in the portal and got out. So Deion, he did some things, man. He did some things, man. He right now, Colorado is probably the hottest thing smoking, man. They 7-2. They control their own destiny in the Big 12. All they have to do is win their last 3 games, and go 10-2. And if they beat if BYU don't lose and they play in the Big 12 championship, and Colorado beats them, man, they're gonna be in the 12-team playoff, man. Yeah, I think it's a little deeper. Yeah, he do keep receipts, Aunt Dick, and that's what I be saying. Yeah, Lloyd, man, I think with Jason Whitlock, it goes deeper, man. Like it don't even entail football when it comes to Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock, he goes out of bounds, man. And it has nothing to do with football, man. Like last year, the whole time, man, he was questioning Deion's Christian beliefs, man. And we all know it's well documented what Jason Whitlock has done in the past. So we don't need to get off into that. Yeah, he does love stirring the pot, man, but his stirring the pot is a little different. When he stirs the pot, it's a little different, man. He does that with Cowboys cheerleaders should quit. Man, it's funny, man, that they just got, man, the Cowboys got shellacked, man. And y'all think Cooper, and that's what I told people about Trey Lance. Trey Lance is garbage. He's a waste. Yeah, Sassy Cass, you got to root for him, man. They play, they on big noon kickoff next Saturday, man, when they play Utah at home. And I know Colorado, out there in Boulder, it's going to be rocking. Folsom Field going to be rocking next week. I know it is. Be nice said Cowboys cheerleaders should quit. Yeah, the Cowboys are downright bad right now, man. And I think CeeDee Lamb needs to shut it down for the rest of the season, man. I know the shoulder can't get injured no more. It can't be worse. Right now, it's a pain tolerance thing for CeeDee Lamb. I just think he should shut it down, man. What team I think is the biggest disappointment? You talking about the NFL? You talking about the NFL? NFL, the Giants are the biggest disappointment. And if you're talking about college football, it's between Alabama and Georgia. NFL, the Giants are the biggest disappointment. Coming into this year, a lot of people had high hopes for the Giants, man. Even though they lost Saquon Barkley, they had high hopes for the Giants, man. They had high hopes, man. And they paid Daniel Jones all that money, and he just can't get it done, man. I just think they need to, not the Jets, the Giants, man. The Giants, they both in New York, so it's a toss-up. Yeah, Kyler Murray in these last couple weeks, man, he has been balling, man. Well, Sassy Cassie, Cincinnati started off bad, but they started, getting themselves together. Now, it's a toss-up between the Jets and the Giants. Me personally, I think it's the Giants, man. But the way you're saying the Jets, because the Jets had a lot of expectations on them, so I can see where y'all coming from because they had Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Well, Robert Saleh got fired. You know what I'm saying? So there's moving parts there. It's all caused because of Aaron Rodgers. Now you want to go out and get Devontae Adams. That's not making things better. Nah, be nice. The Cowboys ain't the biggest disappointment. The Cowboys, like Stephen A. said, just be patient. Just be patient. Just be patient. The Cowboys are they're gonna let their own self down. You just got to be patient, man. Whatever's gonna happen with the Cowboys, it's gonna happen, man. And it's just unfortunate, man. Until Jerry Jones gets out of the way, the Cowboys will never win. Until Jerry Jones gets out of his own way, the Cowboys will never win, man. Jerry Jones wants to always be in front of the camera and the mic after every game. What'd you say? You've been patient too long? Yeah. Nobody expected the Giants to be good. Nah, coming into this year, man, a lot of people had some expectations for the Giants, man. But man, it's man, they dismal, man. After that game today they played against Carolina, man, it's terrible, man. You let Bryce Young beat you. Woo. You let Bryce Young beat you, man. You let Bryce Young beat you, man. And you let Chula Hubbard run all over you. That's the crazy thing about it, man. That 49ers in that Tampa Bay game was good, man. That damn Baker Mayfield turns back into Baker Mayfield when you want him to turn back into Baker Mayfield. It's crazy, man. Baker's probably one of the biggest front runners in the NFL, man. Nah, I don't feel sorry for Devontae Adams. He wanted to come to the Jets. I don't feel sorry for him. I do not feel sorry for Devontae Adams. He wanted to come to New York, and that's what you get. Aaron Rodgers, the day that they signed him, and Aaron Rodgers was on the Pat McAfee show, who was in the background? Devontae Adams. He wanted this, so he got to lay in the bed that he made. Yeah, you right about that, Be Nice. You right about that. Jerry needs to sit down. He's ruined a storied franchise. You right about that. Sassy Cassie, I don't feel sorry for Devontae Adams, man. I do not. I will say this one more time. I do not feel sorry for Devontae Adams, man. You know, he wanted to be in New York, and he got what he wanted, so he got to live with it. Now they should have fired Robert Saleh. They shouldn't have fired. That was an Aaron Rodgers thing. Aaron Rodgers came in and messed that franchise up, man. Nah, Bible boy Sam Darnold is not that guy. Y'all don't hear me never talk about Sam Darnold, man. I gotta accept him because he's our quarterback. You know, I was looking forward to J.J. McCarthy until J.J. McCarthy went down. I was sold on J.J. McCarthy from what I saw J.J. McCarthy did in preseason. But nah, Sam Darnold is not that guy. The thing I give Sam Darnold credit about is he does have a big arm, and when he throws a ball to his receivers, sometimes he throws a good ball. He can scramble. But today I was so pissed off because he was trying to force feed the ball into Justin Jefferson, which he didn't have to because T.J. Hockenson was eating for us, and he stopped going away from T.J. Hockenson. T.J. Hockenson was converting on these third downs, and that's because you got the Justin Jefferson, effect because you got 3 or 4 guys covering Justin Jefferson. Somebody going to be open. Hockenson was getting open underneath all day. If they can't stop it, you keep going to it. And then there was times that Jordan Addison was wide open in the middle of the field. Sam Darnold overshot him. But, Be Nice, you say he's a game manager, but he makes too many mistakes, man, at the wrong time. But I do got to give him credit because he got intestinal fortitude because he bounces right back. And he comes back in. But I just think, in a sense, Kevin O'Connell, I don't think he trusts Sam Darnold at the end of games, man. And we go back and look when we played the Lions, when we got that scoop and score and went up. So we had a chance to put the game away, and he wants to run the ball 3 straight times up in the gut, trying to put the onus back on the defense instead of giving the ball to Sam Darnold and say, Sam Darnold, go get us a first down. He didn't do that. He wanted to run the ball 3 straight times up the gut, knowing the defense got their ears pinned back, waiting for anything that's running. Now, I'm not putting my money on Sam Darnold, man, so I'm just taking it week by week, man. I'm taking it week by week with Minnesota, man. I take the wins as we can get them, man. Yeah, we set in 7-2, man. Well, we had a chance to capitalize, but Houston wet the bed tonight, man. They let the Lions come back after they had Jared Goff threw 5 picks, man. Five picks, man. Had 5 picks, y'all. That's the crazy thing about it. 5 picks, man. But, you know, the way the Cardinals beat the brakes off the New York Jets today, man, 31-6, man. And you saw Kyler Murray, man. He got a little animated on that touchdown run where he goddamn threw the ball up in the stands, boy, because, you know, a couple weeks back, you know, he wasn't really doing nothing. And everybody was talking about Kyler Murray might be washed and all that. But he's picked up, man. He's picked up, man. So now, you know, we got to sit here tomorrow night and watch the Dolphins and the Rams, man. You know, with the Rams, they get all the receivers back in Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. And, you know, not Sam Bradford, but what's his name, man? I called the man Sam Bradford, man. Did I call him Matthew Stafford? I called him Sam Bradford. Be nice, said no Romo. Yeah, I called him, man. Yeah. But yeah. Now, I don't have no expectations for Sam Darnold, and I don't think a lot of people did have expectations for Sam Darnold. Yeah, I did call it. I called that man Sam Bradford, man. Yeah, I did, man. Yeah, Matthew Stafford, man. But he get all his weapons back because you got to realize something. When Jared Goff was in L.A., he couldn't get a Super Bowl, and then Matthew Stafford went there and got him a Super Bowl. And I just think these people give Jared Goff too much credit, man. Too much credit. Be nice, no Romo. Yeah, I didn't like that, man. I didn't like that, Sassy Cassie. It's a lot of things I didn't like. Debo at first he didn't grab the kicker. What he did, he grabbed the placeholder, then he pushed the kicker out the way. He grabbed the placeholder first, and then he pushed the kicker. I see it all, Sassy Cassie. I don't miss nothing. I can talk about anything. I watch the game within the game. I watch all the sideline actions, camera views, all that. I don't want to miss nothing. But Debo was wrong for that, man. You still won the game, and that has to be addressed. Sassy Cassie, that has to be addressed. I didn't like them actions, man. I understand the field goal kicker missed 3 field goals, but Debo should have never did. You don't show up your players like that. You don't do that. Yeah. I guess everybody sleep tonight on this Sunday, guys. I got a few members up in here, a few of my moderators up in here, man. It's always nice. Yeah. But I just think, hey, who do y'all think got the most complete team in the NFL right now? Who do y'all think got the most? Kirk Cousins has brought Atlanta. Yeah, but they took an L today they took to them Saints, man. I know it was a divisional game down in New Orleans. New Orleans wanted that. Kirk threw a costly pick, too. Who do y'all think got the most complete team in the NFL right now? Detroit? Yeah. I knew he was going to say Detroit. Now, Kansas City got the most complete team right now. Steelers is a complete team. Who that? Yes, sir. Yeah, who that got that win today? Washington. It's the Ravens. Hey, it's a lot. It's a lot of them out there. It's a lot of them out there, man. It's a lot of them out there. I know ADP Art Creation. I know you love your Redskins, man. I'm like you, ADP Art Creation, man. I grew up in a Pittsburgh Steelers household. So, I know what it is, for Steeler Nation, the terrible towel. I know what it is, man. What you say, be nice. He said KC got State Farm on their side. They got something on their side, man. They got the refs and everything. Aunt Dix, man, it seems like you a Steelers fan, Aunt Dix? Let me know. What you say? I'm not Kansas. What you mean by that? What you mean by that, ADP Art Creation? I'm not Kansas. What's that mean? I'm not Kansas. So, you just saying Russ all day. Are you a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, Aunt? Let me know, Aunt. I want to say Kansas City, but I'm not really confident. I'm really praying they win the Super Bowl. Yeah, hard as Redskin. Oh, so Aunt Dick, so now are you like Russ? So now that's why you cheering for Pittsburgh? I can respect that. Oh, you don't like Kansas. Oh, you don't like Kansas City. Okay, I got you. Bible Boy said Russ ain't that guy no more. Hey, Russ is playing though. He brought life back in Pittsburgh, man. He brought life back to Pittsburgh. Hold up, Aunt Dix. You causing confusion, man.
They only here to cause confusion.
Come on, Aunt Dix, man. Answer the question for me, man. Answer the question for me, man. Are you a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? Just answer my question, Aunt. Come on, man. Don't do that. You're causing confusion right now.
They only here to cause confusion.
Don't hate on KC. Laugh out loud. Y'all see what Aunt Dick's doing? Aunt Dick's playing the fence, man. Come on, Aunt Dix. Come on, talk to me. Are you a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? Yes, I'm a fan of the Bird. Come on, man. So are you a
They only here to cause confusion.
Aunt, man, I'm going to ask you one more time, man. Stop doing this, man. Is Pittsburgh your team? Be nice. Don't cause confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
Okay, so you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Okay. All you had to do is say yes. I mean, you playing the fence right now. You keep on saying Russ that dude. You playing the fence, man. Don't let us down, Aunt. I can't let you do that, man. You causing confusion, man. That Bible boy in here starting trouble. He said the Steelers are one and done in the playoffs. Yeah. One and done in the playoffs? That's what you think? Hey. Shit. It's a lot of teams that are one and done in the playoffs, man. And Dick said, Bible boy, you crazy. It's going to be a good game next week, man. The Ravens and the Steelers, man. The Ravens and the Steelers. My son a Ravens fan. Yeah. Who y'all got winning the Super Bowl this year? Who y'all got winning the Super Bowl this year? Lamar is going to cook them. They like the Cowboys in the playoffs. If the Cowboys can ever make the playoffs, shit. Yeah, Lamar do got to get some playoff wins, man. That's one thing I will agree, man. He got to get some playoff wins, man. If Lamar can get a Super Bowl victory, man. If he can get a Super Bowl victory, man, Lamar can go down. He can go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game, man. If Lamar gets a Super Bowl, man. If Lamar gets a Super Bowl, we got to start talking a little bit different about Lamar Jackson. Because y'all know when he was drafted, everybody they didn't want to take him as a quarterback. They wanted to change his position to a wide receiver. And Lamar said, no, I'm a quarterback. And he stood on business. And if he does make Lamar's job easier. But if Lamar wins the Super Bowl, we got to start putting Lamar up there, man. We got to start putting Lamar up there with the greats, man. We got to start putting Lamar up there with the Tom Brady's and the Patrick Mahomes, man. And the only reason why Patrick Mahomes is up there because he got Super Bowl victories, man. Lamar got these MVPs. Now he needs a Super Bowl victory and a Super Bowl MVP. And we got to start talking about Lamar in a different light. Yeah, Lamar has improved his game. And Lamar probably throws one of the better balls in the NFL. He's improved his game every year, man. Yeah. Pat has MVP. Nah, Sassy Cassie. I can't agree with that. Patrick Mahomes is not playing MVP football, man. He's not. And the only reason why they'll put Pat Mahomes in the conversation is because the tools he got to work with around him because of all the injuries. That's the only reason why they would put him in there. That's the only reason why they would put Patrick Mahomes in there, because the team is winning. They're 9-0, and with the team around him, and he's getting it done with all these injured bodies. But I got Lamar ahead of Patrick Mahomes in the MVP discussion by a landslide. He's the front runner. Lamar has to be the front runner on everybody's big board. I understand that Patrick Mahomes is the defending Super Bowl champion. He's 9-0, but stat-wise, Patrick Mahomes is not putting up the stats that Patrick Mahomes normally does. So right now I got Lamar in a landslide, man. He's the front runner, man. It's not even a close second to me. It's Lamar's MVP to lose, man. Because you got to understand the way the Baltimore Ravens started out this season and the way Lamar just said, hey, get on my back. Him and Henry's back. And like B Nice said, Henry makes his job that much easier. Sassy Cassie, you must be a Kansas City Chiefs fan. You a Kansas City Chiefs fan, Sassy? Oh, okay. That's why you keep on glazing. See, right now you got honey on your chest twerking it up for Kansas City. I see you. That's why you making all these Kansas City references. I got you. See, you down there in Lubbock, right? You down there where Patrick Mahomes played. I feel you. I respect that. Yeah, that's the thing about it is you don't want Lamar to go down not being able to win the big one. Lamar got to get that. He got to get a championship. He got to get a championship, man. Oh, yeah, they could easily have 2 to 3 losses, man. Yeah, Sassy Cassie, that's why you're laughing. Yeah, they could easily have 2 to 3 losses, man. A couple of ref calls, the false start, last week, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that I don't know. I mean, yeah, they should have lost today, man, but they got that black magic stick. They got that wand, man. Sassy Cassie defending her Kansas City Chiefs, boy. She said, but they don't. Yeah, they blocked that field goal, man. They blocked the kick, man. So, hey, special teams came through at the right time, man. That's what I said, Bob. I was telling my son, I was like, what are the odds that they're going to block this kick? And they blocked it. Man, the football guy's been good to Kansas City, man. Nah, be nice. We're not going to beat you up, man. The Cowboys, man, they just, right now, they irrelevant. That's why we're not talking about them. We can't use the fan reference with the Cowboys, man. Yeah, we ain't going to beat you up, man. It's civilized football talk, man. We ain't talking WNBA tonight, man. That's where you get clobbered. But when we talking NFL, you all right. Yeah, he took that 60 million. He took that 60 million at the start of the season, boy. And you tell me that Jerry Jones paid Dak all that money, paid CeeDee Lamb all that money, and couldn't find $9 million to pay Derrick Henry to bring him on as a running back. Now you tell me. Jerry Jones could not find $9 million to pay Derrick Henry. WNBA, I got ganged up. It's all good, be nice. We turning a new leaf, man. No, I ain't talking to Cowboys. I just said the fact that he paid Dak all that money, paid CD all that money, and couldn't find $9 million to pay Derrick Henry. No, but I'm saying, Bible boy, he's worth more than that, but that's all the Ravens gave him was $9 million. That's all I'm saying. The Ravens got him in for $9 million. And you tell me Jerry Jones could not find $9 million to pay Derrick Henry? Everybody thought Derrick Henry crashed out and lost a step, man. But you tell me Jerry Jones couldn't find $9 million? Anything that got to deal with a RB or running back in Dallas, Jerry Jones ain't paying them. That's why he brought Zeke back for scraps and let go Tony Pollard and brought in Rico Dow. Where's Deuce Vaughn at? Yeah, that's what everybody says. Big mistake paying Dak that money, but hey, it is what it is, man. But yeah, that was crazy. But the thing about it is, what impressed me was, the thing about Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, man, he sticks with his guns, man. Knowing that, Russell Wilson was going to be the starter all along, even though he was hurt. Let Justin Fields go out there and run around and just to see what was going on. But everybody was about to stick it to Mike Tomlin when he announced Russell Wilson as the starter. Yeah. Nah, Dak wasn't hurt, man. I'm just trying to go back to the play last week. I'm just trying to figure out that how did he tear that hamstring off the bone? Because when he threw that ball, we did see the grimace, but we didn't see how he tore it. But they were saying it was a play before that on a run that, but I got to give Dak credit, man, to be standing and walking on that sideline with the hamstring, tore partially off the bone. Come on, man. Anybody know a hamstring injury? If you get a slight, hamstring strain, it feels like the back of your leg is on fire, almost like catching a Charlie horse, man. And for Dak to be standing up, walking around with the hamstring hanging off the bone, that's a pain tolerance right there. Yeah. Yep. He got paid enough. Yeah, he paid. Then, Dak got upset, man, because they showed the demolition of his old property here in Dallas. They put it on the news, man. BD Sports jumped in here and said Dak a bum. I ain't gonna say Dak a bum, man. He just wasn't worth the $60 million. I just think the pressure of Dak, being in Dallas, being a Dallas Cowboy quarterback with the high expectations, I don't think Dak's built for that. But you put Dak on any other organization where he can relax and just play football without all the press and all the media and all the Jerry Jones interviews that Jerry Jones want to throw the team under the bus and things like that. I think Dak needs to be in a different place, man. It's the Tony Romo curse. Yeah. Nah, Dak ain't no bum, BD. I ain't gonna say Dak a bum, man. I just think it's the high expectations being a quarterback in Dallas, man. I think you put Dak Prescott on the New York Giants, they'll be better than a 2-win team. Put it that way. The Giants will be better than a 2-win team. They might be the worst team at the end of the year. Yeah, what they 3-6, man? They one game up on the Giants at 2-7. You might be right, Cassidy. They might be. They used to always call the NFC East the NFC least. Yeah. Yeah, I just think, hey, be nice. I just think it's being a quarterback in Dallas, man. That can crumble you, man. The bright lights, man. Like we've always said, when them bright lights come on, gizmo. I think the Giants would be better than 2 wins if Dak was the quarterback, because Danny Dimes got paid all that money, and he's been atrocious as well. Nah, because New York Giants ain't got no expectations, man. New York Giants ain't got no expectations, man. Dallas got expectations. Travis Hunter be a good fit for who? Travis Hunter be a good fit for who? Damn, BD Smith, you calling all these quarterback bums, man. What's the problem? Sassy Cassie, who would Travis Hunter be a good fit for? Ah, nah, man. Don't just come on, man. Travis Hunter can't turn the Cowboys around, man. He can't turn the Cowboys around, man. The Cowboys right now, they don't have an identity, man. I hate to say it, man. Sassy Cassie said, come on, Sassy Cassie, don't do that. The Bears is horrible, man. I told people about Caleb Williams, man. He's not the quarterback that everybody thought he was, man. Travis Hunter's that guy, but I think he's going to need some more weight in the pros. Yeah, he is thin. He is thin, man. He is thin, man. But it's working out well for him in college, man. He's durable. Yeah, I'm telling you. Nah, and Dix, man. Caleb Williams, man, yeah, you can give him time, man, but everybody in the preseason was glazing over Caleb Williams like Caleb Williams was going to be special. Nah. They ain't good. They not all bums. Left all just Daniel and Justin Fields. Justin Fields, Trey Lance. Justin Fields, Trey Lance, and Caleb Williams, trash. They straight trash. They straight trash. The Bears wasn't thinking about rebuilding. The Bears came out winning them close games early in the season. The Bears wasn't thinking about rebuilding. The Bears was thinking about competing in that the NFC North, man. Because if you go look at it, coming into this year, they really was disrespecting my Vikings in the NFC North. They had the Lions, Green Bay, and they had the Bears. I think they had the Bears in front of the Vikings, man, in that NFC North, man, because they didn't know what Sam Darnold was going to bring to the table. But you still got to understand something. Defense wins championships, man. And we got a championship caliber defense, man. But nah, come on, BD, you giving the Lions too much credit, man. They got away with a win in Houston tonight. And like I said, CJ Stroud wet the bed, man. Jared Goff throws 5 picks and you still can't win at home? Man, that's crazy, man. So I'm looking at CJ Stroud, man. CJ Stroud has so many opportunities to put that game away. You went up 23-13, and then you get another pick, and you can't even capitalize off them picks. Nah, Sam Darnold been bad. He been bad for 3 or 4 games, man. The day we got out with our ass on fire because the defense played. Sam Darnold had 3 picks. He was trying to force feed the ball to Justin Jefferson, man, where he didn't have to, where TJ Hawkinson was eating early with all the underneath throws. But he started trying to force his hand by forcing balls into Jefferson where he was double and triple covered. Missed a couple balls to Jordan Addison. You know what I'm saying? But the defense came through. I know it was only Jacksonville, but I got to take the win. I got to take the win. Yeah, I got to take that win. Sam Darnold got a lot of things he got to clean up, man. If he can clean up them turnovers, man, then we can talk about something. Where would you like to see Shador go? Well, I mean, Shador made it abundantly clear. You know, he was at a basketball game. He was at the Aces basketball game earlier this year, man. And, you know, the Raiders be a good fit for him, man. Also, BD Smith, you're a Giants fan. So, because you just said we'll take Sanders for the Giants. Okay, so you're a Giants fan. That's why you say Danny Dimes is a bum. Man, Travis Hunter can't help Dallas out. Come on, Sassy Cassie. Oh, okay, so you're a Giants fan. That's why you've been sticking with your guns with New York. Yeah, okay, cool. Sassy Cassie, man, I understand that you want Travis to go to the Cowboys, but that's not going to help him out. Yeah, Dabo should be fired, man. He's not a good coach, man. I think Dabo has lost that locker room. I don't think. And the crazy thing about it is y'all got a star receiver in Malik Neighbors, and Danny Dimes can't even get him the ball, man. Can't even get him the ball. Shador to Seattle. Nah, I think Geno ain't giving that job up in Seattle, man. Do you think Travis Hunter is better on offense or defense? Me personally, I think he's a better offensive player. And the reason why I say he's a better offensive player, because he's a better offensive player because he knows how to run all the routes, man. And that's what benefits when he plays defense, because he knows all the routes that the receivers run, so it makes him an elite DB. But I think he's a difference maker on offense, man. I think he's a difference maker on offense, man. And that showed yesterday in the game, man, when Colorado's behind and they threw that and they took the go-ahead score when Travis Hunter caught that little 4-yard pass and took it 20 yards to the house, man. Nah, I don't agree with that, pro fan. I don't agree with that, man. I think he's better offensively, man. And the reason why I say this is because of his route running and he knows wide receivers' tendencies. So that makes him an elite defender, but he's a difference maker offensively. That's why I say he's a better offensive player. But if you had to pick and choose what side he got to play on, it's up in the air right now. Because I still think he can make an impact offensively and defensively on the pro level, but in spurts. Like B Nice said, I think he gotta put on some weight though, man. He gotta put on some weight. But I think he can go both ways in the pros. I just don't think a lot of people don't want to see him go both ways, because that'll make them look crazy if he does go both ways and he stands out both ways. I just think it's got to be in spurts, man. Travis is pretty quick, man. Travis is one of them. He's a special talent, man. But the injuries, man, you gotta understand something, man. Travis Hunter, Derrick Henry coming on the edge, and Travis Hunter trying to make a tackle. That's the difference, man. That's the difference. I know the NFL got special, shoulder pads and special helmets and things like that to protect the players. But yeah. Oh, now he can't play every snap. You got to play him in spurts. Like sometimes you can bring, Travis, if in the NFL, you can bring him on nickel coverage. You can bring him in to play the slot, to play the slot receivers. Oh, he can change direction on the dime. Nah, he's not Tyreek Hill fast. Nah. Tyreek Hill is quick and fast. Travis Hunter is elusive. Travis Hunter, his technique is, he has better technique than Tyreek Hill, if you ask me, as a receiver. Like, Travis Hunter knows how to put his foot in the ground and cut on a dime. Like, he knows he can be going full speed and stop and make a defender miss and shoot up the sideline. Tyreek Hill is just straight up the field. Once he sees a crease, he going. Tyreek Hill don't have to juke you to get loose. He don't have to juke you to get loose. Tyreek Hill sees a crease, he put his foot in the ground, he's going. Travis Hunter catch the ball and he see a man coming, he got to use a variety of moves to get loose. Yeah, his instincts is off the chain. Man. And that's what I like about Travis Hunter. Because, like I said, being a receiver and knowing the routes that you run, he has a leg up on the receivers when he's playing defense, man, because he knows the route tree. And Deion helped him with that, man. As a cornerback, Deion helped him knowing the difference, knowing if a receiver got that hand up, knowing what they're going to do. And like his ball skills, you can't teach his ball skills, man. His ball skills is elite. You've never seen Travis Hunter out of position on a play. Even on the deep balls when they trying to go at Travis Hunter, what's one thing Travis Hunter does? He knows how to get his head turned back to the ball. if he plays defense, the learning curve is lower. What do you mean the learning curve is lower? Elaborate on that, Coach Marcus. The learning curve is lower. I'm trying to picture what you're trying to say. Yeah, he was made for this. Yeah, the offensive playbook is massive, but what I was saying is the thing about Travis, the instincts and the ball skills, it's because him being a receiver and playing the receiver at an elite level, right? And what he brings to the table offensively. When he goes out defensively and he lines up against these A-listed receivers, he knows the routes. He knows when he has to get his head turned back for the ball because he's putting himself in a position. He said it. He's putting himself in a position as that receiver, knowing when you got to break that route off, knowing when there's a back shoulder fade, knowing when there's a post move, knowing when the ball's in the air and you got to get your shoulders turned. Travis uses all that to his advantage, man. Yeah, better chance on offense. But see, one thing about Travis, if he does play defensively, it's going to be a point where it's almost like, can he shut down one side of the field like Deion used to do? And then the Raiders also had a player in Nnamdi Asomugha that used to shut down one side of the field. He got paid off of that 1 year, and then he went to the Giants, I think, or the Eagles, and laid an egg. They started picking on him. So you telling me, Coach Marcus, that he can't learn the playbook? That what you're saying? He can't learn the playbook? So you don't think he can learn the instincts offensively? That's interesting, man. Yeah, it was the Eagles. Nnamdi Asomugha went to the Eagles and laid an egg. Coach Marcus don't want to talk about that because that's his team. Nnamdi Asomugha, when he played with the Raiders, he was a lockdown corner. He got paid off of that. The Eagles paid him all that big money, and then when he got over to the Eagles, man, he laid an egg. He got exposed, man. They started picking on him. They started picking on Nnamdi. Exactly, he was horrible with the Eagles, but when he played with the Raiders, he was a lockdown corner. So you said it was the wrong system? Yeah, when he played with the Raiders, man, he was a lockdown corner, and he got paid. He got paid off of that. He got paid off of that, man. Then went to the Eagles and laid an egg. Ain't that when your boy Vince Young called the Eagles the dream team? When y'all had Michael Vick. Y'all had Michael Vick. Bradbury too, man. Was that the year that Vince Young called the Eagles the dream team? When y'all had Michael Vick, Vince Young, Nnamdi. Then y'all have D-Jack came back. Wasn't y'all called the super team or the dream team? You remember that, Ed Dix? Vince Young said that they was the super team or the dream team or something. That shit was crazy, man. Yeah, man. I remember that, man. Because it was so bad because my brother, he's a Raiders fan. And, he hyped Nnamdi Asomugha up so bad. He used to play with him on Madden. And Nnamdi used to shut down one side of the field because nobody would throw on his side when he played with the Raiders. And that's what happened. That's what happened. He got paid off of that because people stopped throwing his side. And then the Eagles signed him and he started getting exposed, man. So, Coach Marcus, man, what you think about the Eagles today, man? Did they do what they were supposed to do? Did they do it in the fashion that you wanted them to do it in? What? Let me know. Yeah, them people was leaving. I was out there tailgating, man. Them people was People was leaving Jerry World in the middle of the third quarter, man. Yeah, Deshaun Watson, man, he fell off before he got hurt. Ugly first half, better second half, man. You know, it was costly early, man. You know, they fumbled, Zeke fumbled, but well, what's funny to me is, man, you know, Dallas couldn't, man. They let the Eagles score at the end of the half, man, and after that, I know the floodgates was going to open, man. You could hear them booing inside the stadium, man. Yeah, it was a turnover fest that first half, man. Yeah, they didn't come out the locker room be nice. Cooper Rush looked garbage and Trey Lance. But I will tell you this, Coach Marcus. It's very impressive where CD dropping touchdowns. But the thing about it is, CD had like 3 catches, 16 yards or 21 yards. But you know what impressive what the Eagles did today? Knowing that the Cowboys wasn't a threat, they took Jalen Hurts out the game before the start of the fourth quarter. That's how you add insult to injury, man. When you take your starting quarterback out the game before the start of the fourth quarter, letting them know that the Cowboys ain't no threat. And then they brought Trey Lance in there. Trey Lance looked like he was scared, nervous, indecisive. Yeah, Aunt Dix, man, they took Jalen Hurts out the game before the start of the fourth quarter when they was up, I think, 31-6. Yeah, y'all got Washington on Thursday, man. Y'all going to take an L to Washington, man. I hate to say it, man. Now, CD Lamb need to shut it down for the rest of the year, man. He really do, man. He need to go get, that shoulder. He need to let that shoulder heal. You don't want that to linger. You don't want that to linger in the next year. Yeah, the Eagles losing, man. I mean, Coach Marks, man, what you really feel about the Eagles this year, man? They ain't playing like I don't even want to disrespect your team right now, man. But they probably the worst 7-2 team in the league, man. Can we agree with that? All right, I'm gonna link you up. Let me go ahead and link Coach Marshall up, man. All right, I put the link in the chat for you, Coach Marcus. I just want to cause some controversy and some confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
Sassy Cass, you said, I think they're better. You think the Eagles are better this year? I mean, they winning ball games, man. Yeah, they winning. I mean, they winning ugly games, man. Sometimes that's what it takes in the NFL, man. You got to win the ugly ones too. You always can't win the blowouts, man. You got to win the ugly ones too, man. Let me go ahead and bring Coach Marcus up. I know it's late, Coach Marcus. What's going on, man?
What's happening?
Just trying to cause a little controversy. That's all.
Nah, man. It's listen, man. I understand. I try to keep as real as I can, man. And like one of the things we talked about when I was on my show today with Tone, like, man, I don't take anything for granted, man. I didn't take the Cowboys for granted. Every game is a season, bro. So at any given time, you can get blasted, whether you're supposed to win or not. So, and the first half of that game, I was like, see, like you can't come out like that. Lucky for us, the Cowboys just couldn't, I didn't expect Cooper Rush to play that bad. Last time we played Cooper Rush was pretty good.
On fire, yeah.
He went 5-1 last time he had to start.
Yeah.
But they Cowboys in bad shape, man.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it though.
Yeah, ain't nobody mad about it. I ain't even mad about it.
So, but what I was saying with Travis Hunter, the reason why I say he'll be better on defense is because the learning curve to learn an offense is
different.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So when you're on defense gives you more room to, the margin for error is a little bit bigger because you can make a mistake on defense, but your skills can cover up for it.
Yeah.
You could be in the wrong place, but you might be fast enough to recover or something like that. Or, just being on a good defense, you might make a mistake and your teammate might cover for you. So there's a little bit more margin for error when it's on offense. If you run the wrong play, that might be a sack, a turnover, something like that. So that's why I say defense is a little bit easier. To your point, his instincts, his speed, his God-given ability can shine through a little bit more on defense, because on defense, you really don't necessarily have to think as much as you do on offense. On offense, you got to know what's coming. If it's a blitz, are you hot? Are you not? Do you have blitz pickup? Are you rubbing? There's just a lot more things to think about on offense. And I think he would be a better defender because of his skill set, because he can run with anybody.
Yeah.
If he's a receiver, he might struggle with some of them bigger defensive backs coming up and putting hands on.
Yeah.
So just different things. I think he would be successful at either or, but I think he would be better on defense.
Yeah, I think that's where we might differ. I understand what you're saying, because I mean, you probably know it better than me because you play professional ball in the NFL. So my thing about it is everything that you said, man, could be true, but I just think with his skill set offensively, you're gonna need Travis to play offensively, because that's where he's gonna shine, right? You're gonna need Travis to put points on the board, right? But it goes to what you said about that playbook, how extensive that playbook is as a receiver, because it ain't just about your route. It's about knowing when to set out on the ball, knowing where the blitz is coming from, knowing if you could read, them coverages. And that goes to my point about, I know you probably saw, what was it, last week when Derek Carr led Chris Olave right into the middle for that huge hit.
Got blasted.
Yeah, that's things that I could see as a receiver. You got them big safeties coming bearing down on you, and you going across the middle.
That's barbecue ribs, bro.
There you go. And Travis ain't
built for that.
How much Travis weigh, man?
Travis is probably I'd probably guess he's 180.
He do gotta. It's gonna be tough, man.
He put on some weight in the offseason. He looks a little bigger than he did last year. But again, if you play an offense, depending on where he goes, he got to have a complement, because there's been many other receivers who are bigger, stronger, and faster than Travis Hunter, and they still struggle their first couple years in the league, depending on where they are. Do you have a complement? Just using the Eagles as an example, how many places he gonna go where you got an AJ Brown and a Devontae Smith?
But okay, I'm glad you said Devontae Smith. Look how little Devontae Smith is.
Yeah, he could, but he's always been playing like that. I know Travis can play like that. He can, but my thing is the difficulty level goes up on offense as opposed to defense. So, I mean, I don't know what he's gonna choose, but if he chooses offense,
I wouldn't limit him though. I wouldn't limit him.
In my opinion, them days are over with. Them days are over with. The way the league is now,
you can't sprinkle him in.
They can, but it all depends on where he goes and what they have there.
You you don't see him like in nickel coverage, like guarding the slot receivers. You don't see him. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, sprinkle him in where it needs to be fit.
I'll give you another example, right? Because he missed, and this goes to my point about the defense being a little bit easier. Do you think Travis Hunter is as good as or better than Cooper DeJean? And the reason why I asked that question was because Cooper DeJean missed almost all of camp.
Exactly.
So he didn't get no reps at camp. But you see what he's doing now.
Yeah.
So again, Cooper DeJean is fast. He can jump out the gym. His natural God-given ability is next level. But he's coming in right off the bat. He's making an impact. He's paying dividends on defense because there's less to learn. And having those instincts will benefit him because it'll cover his lack of experience. And then the more snaps you get on defense, the more comfortable you get. Offense is a different story because you could be with the offense for a whole year and not know everything.
Well, see, that's the thing about Cooper, though. But I mean, you probably pay more attention to him because he's on the Eagles, right? And the thing about it is, I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but at the same sense, I'm looking at Travis. Like you said, them days is over.
Yeah.
But my thing is, and that's why Dion has been harping on this so much. Like whoever takes him, they gotta play him both ways, man. He's advocating for this guy to be playing both ways. I'm not saying every snap, but you got to give him a chance, man, because he's a difference maker on both sides of the ball.
I mean, you know what? They could probably do that. Who am I to talk? Because we got Van Sumeren playing fullback.
Fullback, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if they want to do it, they could do it and put him in, have some special plays for him, put him in there on reverse. They could probably do things like that, but I don't see him doing what he's doing now. That would just be silly.
Oh yeah, I mean,
that'll cost the team too much money.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, whatever team that he go to, like it depends on, where he's at in the draft. If he's going to be the number one pick, whoever got the number one pick. And it also depends
on wherever he goes.
Yeah.
Who's already on that team?
Yes.
So if somebody out there saying we want to see him go to Dallas, okay, so is he going to take Kevontae Turpin out of there? Is he going to play special teams a little bit?
Man, you get Turpin out of there. I'm Turpin to me.
Turpin is a speed demon now.
But keep him on special teams.
Okay.
Offensively, I think Turpin is too small of a receiver because it's a tight window. You got to throw the ball into Turpin. I just don't think Turpin makes an impact offensively. Special teams, let him focus on special teams. But if, say, for instance, Travis goes to Dallas, pair him up alongside CeeDee Lamb, you might got something. Because, and the reason why I say this is I'm not going to try to, match the similarities, but you look what A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are doing.
Mm-hmm.
You can symbolize that as CD and Travis Hunter. My knock on CD coming in the first year, I'm like, is CD really a number one receiver? Right? First year, dropped a lot of balls. It was well documented, but CD has picked up. But the complement of receivers that go along CD Lamb, they just not there for Dallas, man. They don't have a complimentary receiver. They brought in Tolbert. They thought Tolbert was going to be the guy.
Yeah, but that's the gamble. You think everybody's going to be the guy. Whoever you bring in. People laughing at us because we brought in Jahan Dotson.
Nah. That's some good moves, man, because you already have two prolific receivers that y'all have in Brown and Smith. They complement each other, right?
He's already established. But look
exactly.
Who could I think of? Look at your boy in Arizona.
Who, Marvin Harris?
Marvin Harris, yeah.
Yeah.
He's having success, but
he's a big receiver too.
Absolutely.
But Marvin Harrison about 6'3"?
Yeah.
He's a big receiver.
Even with his size and his speed and his abilities, his success has been limited.
Yeah.
He had a good rookie year, but is he rookie of the year?
No, because Kyler Murray started, Kyler Murray just picked it up these last 2 weeks, man. But Kyler Murray has went through a funk, man.
It's all about who is around you. Travis Hunter's not going to go to a team and immediately change the team like CJ Stroud did.
No.
He can't do that. You got to have a quarterback to throw you the ball.
Man,
you got to have wherever. If he, let's say he does decide to be, he go to the combine and he says, "I just want to be a receiver."
Uh-huh.
Let's say he does do that. Okay, so what team does he go to Does that team have a running game?
Yeah.
Is it all it because now if you're the number one pick, you also the target.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot of pressure and it's a lot of attention. Not that he ain't used to the attention, but it's a whole nother ball game, when you got all pros on the other side of you.
Yeah, you got to have a quarterback to get him the ball, man. And I'm surprised you.
That's a big ask these days.
Yeah, I'm surprised you even brought up C.J. Stroud, man. C.J. Stroud, man, I think he's hit the sophomore slump, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's terrible tonight, man.
Jared
Goff threw 5 picks, and you can't even capitalize at home. Then you turn around, you throw a pick in the end zone, man, and then.
Oh, that pick! When he threw that one pick, my man was wide open. He lazied it up there, man, and they got him.
And this is what pissed me off tonight. The game was 23-23. You had a chance at the Lions' 40-yard line, 3rd and 4.
Got to get the first.
You got to get the first, CJ. You got to get the first. And that's what I was telling people earlier about the Minnesota Vikings, man. I don't think Kevin O'Connell trusts Sam Darnold with the ball in his hand closing games out. Because today, offense looked crazy, defense stepped up, but there was plenty of opportunities off the turnovers that we got that we could have put the game away quick, fast, in a hurry. Kevin O'Connell wants to bring back in Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones suffering from the bad ribs, and you want to run the ball up the gut 3 straight times instead of putting the ball in Sam Darnold's hand, even though he had a bad game, asking him to go make a play. So I don't think Kevin O'Connell trusts us. That goes back when we played the Lions. When we get the scoop and score, we had the lead. All we need to do was get a first down, and what you want to do, play conservative, run the ball with Aaron Jones up the gut 3 straight times to force the Lions to make timeouts.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but that's a flow thing. That's one of those things, because the flip side of that is Sam Darnold does throw the ball and something happens. Everybody's looking at him like, why you throw the ball?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Your coach don't even trust you, man.
Well, my point is it can go either way. And when your quarterback is not playing well, and that's the flow of the game, and you don't feel it, I can understand why you're not trusting your eyes.
But hold up, he was playing well against the Lions.
That was when? Last week?
No, when we played the Lions at home, when we had the 3-point lead with the scoop and score, and you go ask, the defense to shut them down one more time.
Oh, I see.
You took the ball out of Sam.
Took
the ball out of Sam Darnold's hand, and that goes to what your boy in Houston did today. He trusts his quarterback because it was 3rd and 4. He asked him to go make a play. He just didn't deliver.
He had the right play.
Yeah.
It just didn't.
And that's the difference, man. And to add insult to injury, that's what Philly did today. When Soriano knew he had the game locked up, knowing that the Cowboys was not a threat, he took Jalen Hurts out before the start of the 4th quarter, man.
I think that has more to do with Thursday.
But I'm just saying, Yeah. Because we've seen in the past, regardless if it's Dak or not, we've seen what Cooper Rush was able to do in the past, right? But for some reason, Cooper Rush was not on his A game today. Then Trey Lance, man, he's a waste, man. He is a.
I feel bad for that young fella.
Yeah, I think he looked nervous. He looked scared. Even when he threw the interception, man, he didn't even go through the progressions. He just threw the ball up there.
It was ugly. The one time the Cowboys had a surefire touchdown in there, and then CeeDee Lamb couldn't see.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why Jalen Hurts had 2 sacks. Because he was staring right in that sun. And I remember posting that on Twitter when it happened. I was like, ain't nobody going to talk about it, but Jalen Hurts can't see right on that star. Because I saw an article where the Cowboys were asking Jerry to cover that.
See,
when the sun comes in.
Watch this. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up.
He didn't want to do it.
Hey, appreciate you being nice for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
He said the Cowboy cheerleaders should get more coverage than the players. I totally agree with that. No, this is the thing about Jerry. Jerry don't never want to close that roof, man. He don't never want to close that roof. And sometimes, you know, you got to have that roof. You got to notify the league, I think, an hour before kickoff or 45 minutes before kickoff before you can close the roof. He don't never want to shut that roof. And when that sun comes shining down, because I was out there today, when that sun was beaming, it was a nice day out there. So the thing about it is, when the sun is in y'all, he don't never want to shut that roof, man. And people, and I think some of the players have, you know, mentioned that and complained about that. Like, come on, Jerry, man, shut the roof, man.
Do something. That's at your team's detriment.
Yeah.
You can say you're used to that, but you can't. If you can't see, you can't see. That ain't no benefit to nobody, and it cost them a touchdown. And
like you said, that first half, man, it was a turnover fest, man.
It was ugly.
Zeke fumbles the ball. What? Like I don't get it. And I look at
on the 1 yard line, he fumbled
and fumble.
I don't know what's up with him. Man.
He's did that twice this year.
I don't know what's up with Zeke, man.
Zeke's checked out, man.
Yeah, he is.
His boy ain't there. Dak ain't there, so he's checked out. But the thing about it is,
if Dak would have been playing today, that may have ended different for the Eagles.
Why you say that?
Because some of those opportunities that Cooper Rush just didn't handle, I think Dak would have handled it. I think that would have been a closer game. And in my opinion, if Dak would have been playing that game today, you talk about the missed touchdown with the sun. Yeah, I don't know what would have happened. Cooper Rush underthrows a ball where CeeDee Lamb had toasted.
Yeah,
Darius Slay.
What's up with Darius Slay, man?
Darius Slay, as much as I love Darius Slay, the expiration on his joints has expired.
The gas light on, that's what you're saying?
That ain't the gas light. He need new tires. He need a new engine. Every game.
He need a whole makeover, huh?
Listen, but his is all like, today, he turned his ankle. He turned his ankle bad, too. I saw it. But the last couple weeks, it's a groin, it's a hamstring, it's something like
nagging injuries,
and stuff like that. The only thing that heals it is rest. And when you're 30 plus years old, that rest takes longer. Period.
And that's what I said about CeeDee Lamb, man. I think CeeDee Lamb need to shut it down for the rest of the season. I know it's a pain tolerance issue with the shoulder, but it seems like any little knock to that shoulder, he grimaces. You know what I'm saying? So they say it can't get worse, but he needs rest. And I think, you know, the Cowboy season is done, man.
Yeah, and you don't want to take too many more balls from Cooper Rush or Trey Lance.
Trey Lance throwing the ball up to Gardner Johnson. He just throwing it up there. He throwing it to the Eagles defenders. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I don't think it's just one thing that you can put your hand on or pinpoint with Dallas. You can say it's Dak, you can say it's the coaching, but as a whole team complete, they just not the same. And I think when Dan Quinn left, it took some of their identity out, man. And it's time for Mike Zimmer to hang it up, man. Mike Zimmer is done. The gaslight is on. His coaching style does not work no more in the NFL. When he was with the Vikings, when he was a defensive coordinator, our defense was elite, promoted him to head coach. Then we went to shambles. Now Dallas gives him a defensive coordinator job. I just think it ain't there for Mike Zimmer no more. Them players are not responding to him. And I just think that whole team is in a disarray and they in shambles right now, man. And I love it.
Here's the funny thing, and this is a very morbid thought, but the Cowboys may have missed their win because they're not going to change until Jerry Jones passes away. Now Stephen Jones is older than when Jerry bought the team.
Yeah.
So by the time Stephen takes over and can make his own decisions unchecked, ain't no telling how old he's gonna be.
And see, that's the thing about Jerry Jones.
I think they missed I think there were some decisions made by Jerry Jones where Stephen Jones wouldn't have made those decisions.
Oh no. I think Stephen Jones alluded to some of that stuff that we're talking about in the past. And see, the thing about Jerry Jones, man, the problem I have with Jerry Jones, man, he got $1 billion playpen. He don't never want to stay up in his booth. He's always the first man down on the sidelines when something ain't going right. He's always the first man that got the mic in his face and the camera in his face after a loss. And some of these reporters, man, they got to stop going straight to Jerry Jones, man. That's headline news here in Dallas. Every time you turn on the news, they got the camera in front of Jerry Jones, man. It's like, man, and Jerry, he can't get out of his own way, man. And that's the downfall of the Dallas Cowboys, man.
But that's the landscape now, man.
Yeah.
Because the clicks pay bills now. So that's the way it's going to be, bro.
Yeah, because we do YouTube, we know how it works.
Yeah,
right?
The clicks pay the bills, man. So if everybody's gonna watch Jerry Jones, guess I'm gonna stick a mic in front of his face too, because he's gonna say something stupid.
Yeah.
And now he's starting to get senile.
Yeah, I want to hear what he got to say on the fan tomorrow.
I'm gonna be listening to the fan. I used to listen to right when we're talking about like 98.
Yeah,
I used to listen to the Ticket every day.
Oh yeah, I
was a Dallas Stars fan when the Stars won the Stanley Cup.
Goddamn right. And when I first moved to Dallas in '98, man,
hey,
that Dallas Stars was the hot thing, boy.
They was the hot thing, man. I remember following that, man. I used to listen to the Ticket, Rocco Mendola, and all of them dudes.
Yeah,
man. I used to listen to the Ticket. I used to listen to it at work.
Yeah.
So, but I started listening to it. You know what they call them, the P1s and the P2s.
Yeah.
I used to listen to it during the week, so I could listen to all the Cowboys news.
Yeah.
And how delusional some people get sometimes, man. But it ain't no different. We the same way up here in the Philadelphia area.
Nah, but it's all good. But I'm right here in Dallas, man. So I love it, man. I'm almost like Stephen A. around here, man. And
My brother-in-law is down in that area, and
he's a Cowboy fan.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's an Eagle fan. He found some bar down there to go to.
They got a place out there by the stadium called Dallas Live, man. Dallas Live is right there in between the Cowboy Stadium and the Ranger Stadium, man. And that's where everybody hangs out. That's where I had to park today and walk down to the tailgate where I was at. But it's 2 weeks I've been out there for the tailgating, the Lions game and this Eagles game. And both games, people was falling out of Jerry's world in the middle of the third quarter, man. That's how bad it's gotten, man. That's how bad it's gotten, man. And
he worried about the wrong things, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And a lot of people complain about the tailgating. You know, a lot of people be setting up their tailgating where a lot of people got to come out there with their fire sticks and use their hotspot from their phones and stuff like that. All that money Jerry got, man, he should have Wi-Fi facility around that, stadium for people, setting out there tailgating, because you got to pay for them tailgating spots. You know what I'm saying? And you got to pay for that parking. Oh yeah. Okay. You got to pay for that parking. You know how much parking is out there, man?
He maximizing that money.
Man, I had to pay $60 to park, man.
Ooh, good Lord.
$60 to park and I had to walk probably about 2 miles down to the to the corner where my people was tailgating.
Parking, and you're gonna get your cardio in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
My buddy, one of the guys I play with, come on, man, on NFL Network, dude. Lord have mercy. Baldy, my boy Baldy.
Okay.
He told me, he said if you ever get a chance to go down there, he said you gotta go just to see it.
Oh, you got to go just to see it, man. You got to, man. I ain't even a Cowboy fan, but it's.
He said it is. He did a piece on it when they were still building it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he
I
shot
did the
it.
tour.
He was up in the rafters when they shot it.
Yeah.
He was like, dude. He said you got to go. He said it's incredible.
Oh, it is. I did the tour when it was under construction.
Best stadiums in the league now.
I did the tour when it was under construction. Like I got a lot of people back from my hometown that are Cowboy fans that fly in, and I take them out to the stadium for tours. But that stadium right now is an afterthought compared to what the Raiders did, what Minnesota did, and what the Rams. It's an afterthought, man. They took what Jerry did and they built onto that. But you know what I'm saying? Somebody in the chat asked what team you used to play for.
The Birds.
He was an Eagles guy, man. Y'all ain't see all his little, Eagle stuff. If you go to his Instagram and stuff with Saquon Barkley and stuff like that. So he got the inside scoop, man. I didn't want to put it out there. I wanted you to put that out there.
Good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. But
some girl saw me in Sam's Club and she saw my alumni shirt on.
Uh-huh.
And she asked me, she said, do you work at the stadium? I said, no. I said, I used to play. She said, "You did when you play?" I said, "I played in the '90s, sweetie." I said, "I played when probably before your parents dated." And she goes, "Do you think any of the guys you played with are still playing?" I was like, "Nah."
Yeah.
So absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because if they are, they on some next level stuff.
There you go. That ship sailed. Tell them you put your time in. You put your time in, man. But yeah,
I got my got all my college gear done. I just finished a video about Silas Swords.
Man, look, the crazy man, you went live after the Eagles game. I was on my way home, man. You was live for like 10 minutes, man.
Man, shoot.
What happened?
Man, some days you be feeling it, some days you don't.
I didn't even want to go live tonight, man. I was like, man, I'm just gonna try it, man. I'm gonna start talking some NFL, man. And I said it's kind of funny, man. If I'd have put Angel Reese on the headline, I'd probably had about 100, 200 people in here watching, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how it's crazy how your supporters do you, man. But hey,
yeah, I'm looking forward to the NCAA women's season, man.
Man, we covered that.
Checked out South Carolina. I have my list together. I got my, I had some stuff written for the top 10, and I got so busy. My grandson had his baby, so we was dealing with that.
Oh, okay. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. So it was just been busy. So I had got all of these notes for the women's top 10.
Man.
And I ain't even had the chance to shoot it. So, and then I saw Silas Swords had another good game. So I was like, you know what? Let me just record something real quick about her.
Yeah.
And then this week I'm gonna go through the top 10 teams. And I'm ready to rock and roll with it, man. It's
we was talking about Olivia Miles the other day. Went live on Olivia Miles from Notre Dame, man. How she posted that triple-double, man. And we thought we was asking people, would she be a good fit for the Chicago Sky coming in the next season, man? You know what I'm saying? We covered her, Sonia Citron. We was talking about Sanaya Rivers. We was talking about a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So we starting to cover the women's basketball. We talked about, LSU and Flage, what Flage did. We talked about how, USC got out with their ass on fire against Michigan. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was like, South Carolina, they got their if you're going to get South Carolina now, you better get them now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you don't get them now,
they're missing the size of Cardoso. They're missing it.
And it's funny.
Chloe Kitts is good though.
Yeah. But it's funny that you said that.
But she ain't 6'7".
Yeah. And it's funny that you said that, how long they think LSU can hold on without nobody in there, dominating the glass like Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Flage is being more aggressive. Offensively, she's scoring the ball, but they don't have that person in there that's going to play defense and clean them boards, man.
Yeah, man. It shall be interesting because everybody's gone. You ain't heard a peep from Iowa.
But Iowa, they had Iowa on. I think it was yesterday. They had them on ESPN too because I asked Brooklyn. I said, man, do you think that they're gonna be covering Iowa? Or are they gonna be on the big board? Are they gonna be nationally televised?
They'll get a couple games in.
Yeah,
for sure, because they want to see that new coach and they want to see what the team is like. So they'll get a couple games in.
Well, we're gonna see, man. It'd be nice if please no WNBA. Now we ain't gonna talk about WNBA.
Did you see what happened to Dion's daughter?
Nah, what happened?
Prime's daughter?
Shalimon for who she played for, Texas A&M? Or
she played for Alabama.
Alabama A&M, yeah.
So he was all hyped, right? First game.
She had like 16 the first game, right?
16 points in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? Then they play Alabama. Zilch.
Did she get in the game?
She got in the game. She did not score. She had like maybe 2 rebounds. That was it. No points, 2 rebounds. It's like she did like nothing. And I was like, hey, got to be careful when you put that target on your back.
Well, all them Sanders kids got the target on their back. I'm going to ask you a question, man. We talked about this earlier. I know you watched the Colorado game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see when Shiloh scooped up, scored, did the Deion dance, and the guy from Texas Tech, the ball boy, smacked the ball out of Shiloh's hand, and Shador had to get up on the ball boy, But then what Bucky did, I didn't like what Bucky did, man. Bucky went up and like kind of pushed him up by the face.
Me, mother.
Yeah, called him motherfucker. You know, I didn't like that, man. I didn't like that.
Yeah, but that, you know what? I don't know what it is. But all of a sudden, everybody just want to try these athletes, not in their element.
Yeah,
that's just bad for business. And you on the sidelines, you a ball boy, and you gonna smack the ball out somebody's hand. Don't do that.
Yeah,
you asking for trouble.
Yeah, down
there. You ain't even supposed to be in that situation.
Exactly. They were throwing tortillas.
What was that?
But look, the thing about it is, Shador at the end of the game, man, he signed a tortilla thing for one of the fans, man. It was funny, man. It was hilarious. He said the only reason why he did it because they kept on throwing it at him on the sideline. Right. And that's when Dion got hot at the officials. And if you notice, the head coach had to come out and address the fans.
I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? And they was throwing them at Travis. Travis picked one up and put it in. I think he put it in his pants, right? But that goes to show, like you said, they trying these athletes, man. Like, and that's just like, I know you saw the Tampa Bay and San Francisco game. I didn't agree with Deebo Samuels did to the place kicker holder.
I did not see that. I saw a highlight of it, but I wasn't listening. What happened?
Man, you know he missed 3 kicks, right? So I don't know if Deebo got in his feelings. He went over to the placeholder and he kind of like grabbed him up by underneath the face mask. And then, you know, the kicker stepped in and he gonna mush the kicker away. Like, Deebo, you don't do that, man. You don't do that, man.
Well, see, here's the problem. Let's see what the 49ers do.
Exactly. As an organization, man, he should get fined or be sent home, you know, conduct detrimental to the team, but that won't happen, man.
That's not going to happen.
You don't do that to your.
Don't get it twisted. Stuff like that can split a locker room.
Oh yeah, yeah,
definitely split a locker room. So
yeah, Deebo wild out, man. That wasn't a good look, you know. And you know, people start questioning: is Deebo a good teammate, man? When you do stuff like that, man, like there's no reason. He did it to the long snap holder and the kicker.
Yeah.
You'll see the clip on there.
I'm looking for it. I pulled it up on ESPN. I'm trying to see.
I don't care if they missed 3 field goals, BD Smith. You don't do that.
Did they lose?
No, they won. They beat.
That's what I thought.
They beat Tampa Bay because Baker Mayfield always turns back into Baker Mayfield when you want him to turn back into Baker Mayfield. Man.
This dude missed from 40, 44, 49, and 50. Yeah. It ain't like these was chip shots.
Exactly.
Damn.
And Deebo goes up there and shows him up, man. He wild out on him, man.
Nah. I'm with you on that one, man.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. They're not going to do nothing.
No, they're not. And I'm like Sassy Cassie, man. Deebo always hurt. And then you want to go up and do that.
Yep. They got snake bitten this year, man. You had Brandon Ayuk holding out, hurt.
And that's the thing, man. And you know, you played the sport, man. When you hold out and you ain't getting no reps, man, and you come back, man, it's always a potential for injury, man.
Man, your body has to get calloused.
Exactly. And that's a prime example. And you saw what Dez Bryant, you know, when Dez Bryant took that year off and he got signed with the Saints, right?
Yep.
And tore his Achilles. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, people just don't understand, man. Sports, man, it takes a toll on your body, man.
That's a hard grind, bro. That's a hard grind.
Yes,
and
sir.
It's so funny, man, because how we used to bang in camp, and I was banging with guys like Seth Joyner, Clyde Simmons.
Oh, boy, you go back.
Yeah, man. Shit, I played with the Fridge, bro.
Oh, you played with Fridge Ryder Perry?
Fridge was with the Eagles when I was there.
What position you play?
I'm running back.
Oh,
yeah. It was me. Who else? Vaughn Hebron, Herschel Walker.
Damn, you was with Vaughn Hebron in there?
James Joseph.
Man, you
played with Eric Allen.
Yeah, you telling your age, man.
Yeah, man. I'm old school, bro.
Hey, Eric Allen, man. He was
should be in the Hall of Fame already.
Hey, Eric Allen. What he had green eyes, didn't he?
Yep. Let me tell you a funny story about EA, man. EA was the coolest. EA was the vet that always made you feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when we went to camp, we went to at that time we had camp at a college called Westchester up here in PA.
Yeah, Westchester, PA. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody stayed in the dorm, and it was one of those. It was that dorm that it was like a quad. You had 3 chutes, and you had a common area in the middle, with a big kind of like meeting room in the center of the dorm, where you had the elevators, the bathrooms, and then this big ass meeting room.
Mm-hmm.
So after we would get done with meetings, they keep us in meetings like 8:30. So they want you to be too tired so you don't try to go out at night and do stupid stuff. Eric Allen brought in, he had like 4 Tyco racetracks.
Oh, wow.
And we made this ginormous track in the common area. And then we went up to the local mall. Everybody bought the little Tyco race cars. So when we get done with meetings, we be up at like 3-4 in the morning racing Tyco race cars. Fun stuff like that. You have one room you racing race cars, another room they watching anime, another room they playing cards or gambling, all that stuff. But everybody was in that room. We ain't go nowhere. You wasn't going out. You wasn't trying to sneak girls in. We was all in there like kids, man, playing with Tyco cars, man. Wow. It's crazy. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Dude,
man.
Craziest story in camp, bro. Our special teams captain was this brother named Kenny Rose.
Yeah, Kenny Rose, yeah.
Yeah. Now, Kenny Rose come from California. Kenny was all in the martial arts, all that kind of stuff. Kenny was on, you remember that show First and 10?
First
Way
and
back
10.
in the day on HBO?
Back in, yeah. See, that was stuff that's the only things you could watch back in the day.
Yeah. Kenny was an extra on that show.
Oh, he was?
He was one of the, football player extras on that show. So he knew OJ.
Damn.
When the Bronco chase happened, Kenny Rose broke it down step by step. And I'm not talking about the Bronco chase.
Yeah.
He broke down everything that was happening with OJ and that girl before it ever came out in the news, and everything he said came to light.
So how did he get information on that?
He knew, he was out there from the First and 10. Like, he saw how they operated. She was with other dudes and all of that kind of stuff. He told us about it came out later in the trial when he would catch her, I think, sneaking a guy in the house. He just laid out a whole bunch of shit that came out in the trial, and I just remembered, like, yo, that's exactly what he said happened.
Wow.
It was crazy, dude. It was crazy. I'll never forget that, man. We had to be up till like 5 o'clock in the morning. He was telling us all these stories about OJ and like when he knew him and what he saw and how they acted and how their relationship was. She was like, he told us, he was like, it ain't all what you think it is. And she wasn't, a saint by no means.
Yeah.
So it was, I remember, told us about the, I guess how her throat was slit or whatever.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Damn.
Before all of that stuff came out in the press.
Damn.
God, he was on the money. On the money.
Man.
Boy, you never know.
Man, who was y'all's quarterback when you played? Wasn't y'all's quarterback? Y'all, Randall Cunningham, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, okay, so you was on there, with Randall. But also, wasn't Keith Byers was there, wasn't he? I mean, Keith Jackson.
Nah, Keith Jackson was gone. I think he was gone already in Miami. I played. It was Randall was a quarterback. Herschel, James Joseph, Calvin Williams, Fred Barnett.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Arkansas Fred. Mark Duper was on the team for a minute.
Super duper.
Mark
Duper. Yeah,
Mark Duper,
Miami's finest, baby.
Played with Buffalo.
Played with Buffalo. Wide receiver.
Played a lot of years. Played his best years with Buffalo. He ended up signing with us and ended up breaking our receiving record.
Wasn't Calvin, was it?
No, it wasn't Calvin Williams. It was oh my God. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Shit. Goddamn. What's his name? Reed, right?
Wasn't Reed. Hold on.
See, that's the only Buffalo receiver, and not Mike Beebe. Oh shit. Goddamn. Fucking Reed.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Maybe he's not in the Hall of Fame. Hold on. James Lofton.
Oh, Lofton. Oh my goodness.
James Lofton. That's who. He was there. Mark Bavaro.
Mark Bavaro, old New York Giant tight end.
Mark Bavaro was there. Keith Millard was there. Remember him from the Vikings?
Yeah.
Defensive end Keith Millard. He was there. Rich Miano. We had a lot of guys there that came from the Jets when the Eagles hired Rich Kotite.
Rich Kotite.
Mark McMillan. Andre
Miller.
Waters, Wes Hop.
Yeah. Oh, you taking it way back.
Yeah. There was Seth. Seth was Mike, Byron Evans, and Willie T. Willie T is my boy.
Yeah, you taking it way back, man.
Trying to think who else. Clyde Simmons, the Fridge.
Clyde Simmons, the Big Fridge.
Gerald Nichols.
Yeah.
Tim Harris. You remember Tim Harris?
Nah.
Tim Harris played most of his best years was with the 49ers.
49ers. Okay.
He was defensive end. And back then, Tim Harris was the guy that was getting drunk. Drunk driving, getting busted all the time.
I know you got all kinds of stories you could share.
Oh my God. Tim Harris used to come. Tim Harris used to come and practice and sweat out alcohol. You could smell it.
So you was on there with Mike Quick too?
No, Mike Quick was way before. Mike Quick was retired when I
retired. Okay, cool.
Mike Quick was already in radio. I remember Mike Quick. Mike Quick came in the locker room one day. I was getting my ankles taped. And me and Seth were in there at the same time, and he looked at me. He was like, "Seth, I didn't know you had a little brother." Because me and Seth we do kind of resemble each other.
Yeah.
So.
Got you.
So yeah, man, it was interesting times with Kotite as the coach.
Man, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff, man. Well, man, I appreciate you popping up, man. You know.
Yeah, man, I gotta go to bed, man.
Yeah, me too.
Me
too, man. Gotta hit that clock in the morning, man.
Lucky for me, I work from home, so I ain't gotta do
it. Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. We gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. We gonna have to connect.
Oh yeah, we got to get it together, man. We got to give the people what they want, man. We got to give them a real special show, man.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
All right, but I'll be in touch with you, brother.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. Salute.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, guys. So, man, I appreciate y'all guys that tuned in, man. You know, end of the show, man. We wanted to give y'all something. You know, he wanted to talk about his, Philadelphia, playing days, man. So we, Sassy Cassie, you asked the question. So we gave you the answer. So we had to give you a rundown on the people that he played with. So blame that on Sassy Cassie. But I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Be nice said. Thanks for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
He said, y'all doing pillow talk now. Yeah, it's a good way to end the Sunday night, man. It's almost 2:00 in the morning, Central Standard Time. Appreciate you, Sassy Cassie. Appreciate everybody tuned in, man. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, man. Deuces.
That's all, folks.